rumors and news, comedy, action, drama, and tunes, movies, shows, music, and lines. Grab your seat, it's almost time. Get your candy, get your soda and your snacks. Pop culture talk is what's on tap. Flashback, soundtrack, stories with heart. The drive-in's where the magic starts. From matinees to midnight shows, the curtain rises, here we go. Welcome to the drive-in, the show's about to start. It's the drive-in.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the drive-in. I am your host, T-Bone, and I'm coming in to bring you the best updates in the world of movies, music, TV shows, and reaction videos. You know, pop culture. Today, we are going over...
Hey, T-Bone! T-Bone, do you like my new avatar made special just for this week? Because we're talking about 28 years later, the Bone Temple.
Let me see. Oh, you look very, very zombified, Taylor.
No, they're not zombies. They're infected. What? They're still alive.
I'm sorry. They're infected. They are infected. Everybody, they are infected. But you know what, Taylor? I do like your very, very nice infected profile photo because we are going over 28 years later, Bone Temple. Guys, so let's not spoil the fun and let's get into it as the drive-in starts now. Today, I have my lovely co-host, Jessica.
Hello, T-Bone. And
I like your shirt you got going on. Exactly. Did you just wear that shirt because I'm wearing this shirt, or like what's going on? What's going on with that?
Actually, no. I again decided to dress on theme, and I've got my bones going on here. This necklace is also made of bone. And also an ode to the main character here. I got my little crown on. You see?
Okay, princess. Nice. Okay, princess. All right, along with Jessica, we have Taylor Lorenz's ex-wife pressing the buttons in the background.
Hey, guys.
Jessica, who are you and where can people find you?
I am over on X at Jessica Clarity, and you can keep up with me there. I do all kinds of pop culture stuff and politics. And T-Bone, where can people find you?
I am T_Bone322 on the interwebs. Taylor, exactly where can people find you?
And you can find me on Twitter at Taylor Lorenz EX. Send me funnies and we play them here and shout you out.
You are 100% right. Jessica, I have a question for you before we get started. Did you do anything fun this past weekend?
Well, I watched this incredible movie and got all prepared for a little snowpocalypse going on here because oh yes.
So excited for that snowpocalypse, guys. But if you are not in our Discord yet, that's where all the magic of the drive-in happens and the rest of the Romanation shows. Want to be a podcast host, producer, researcher, or writer for us? This is the only place you want to join for the fastest growing podcast community on Rumble. Guys, check out the hub for everything at riseofmiddleamerica.com. This is where you'll see the latest episodes, rants, deep dives, and upcoming events you definitely don't want to miss. We've got merch. Guys, we got hats, we've got t-shirts, we've got water bottles, we've got backpacks. Guys, get your merch down at the bottom of the site. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow us on X at Roma Network 1, Rumble and YouTube at Roma Nation. Let's get this show started and dive into our very, very first segment called Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down. Let's roll that bump. All right, so like I just said, we are going over 28 years later. Bone Temple, guys. This movie, it just came out very, very, very recently, and this is one of Taylor's greatest and most favoritist series. So, Taylor, are you ready to get us cracking with this Bone Temple?
Oh, I'm ready. My body's ready.
Okay, let's get this show on the road, guys. Let's get started with the IMDb telling you exactly who was in this movie, guys. Starting us off, we got Jack O'Connell. Guys, he's playing Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal. Guys, you may know him as the villain in the Sinners movie that we just recently went over on the drive-in here, guys. It was a great movie. Go watch that episode. But yeah, no, this dude was a great another villain, playing another villain role. But like, this dude, great actor.
Yeah,
Jessica,
he has the look for that.
He crushed it.
Who else is in this movie, Jessica?
Next up here, we have the young actor Alfie Williams. He played Spike, one of the Jimmies, if you will.
Yeah, but like he was also in like the previous movie, right? That was 28 weeks later,
No,
right?
Years.
28 years later. I'm sorry.
Right.
So he was in the most recent previous movie, and like this kid, like, I'd say
He's a phenomenal actor. I was very impressed. Yeah.
broke leg on that first movie, and he did an even greater job on this second movie. He looks the exact same. So like, when you're watching the first movie and you're watching this movie, you're like, yo, this happened like a day later or whatever. And like, it probably happened like they probably shot this like a year later or whatever. But
No,
like,
they shot
do it continuously,
Yeah.
and then just edit it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, this kid looked real young in it, and like, shout out to him. But next, we're gonna be going over Erin Kellyman. She played Jimmy Inc. She's also known for being in the Falcon in Winter Soldier, guys. She was the villain in that movie, not movie, TV show. And like, yo, let me tell you, like, she played a great character in that show, and like, she played an even greater character in this show. Like, we're in this movie, like, definitely one to look out for in the future, because she is going to be a great actress in the future.
She has a very distinct look too.
She does. That's why when I saw her, I'm just like, yo, the chick from Falcon and Winter Soldier. I know her. What's her name? Yeah. Right. All right, Jessica, who else is in this movie?
We also have Emma Laird, I believe is how you say her name, and she played the character, another one of the Jimmies, of Jemima, and her character was kind of stood out. She's the one that had the little fairy wings on. She had the fairy wings, and she
did the Tinky Winky dance,
the Teletubby dance. So
in her death scene, and I'm not going to spoil it, although we're going to basically spoil this whole movie. Well,
no, not the entire movie, but we're going to talk
the
about
whole movie. Okay, but she's got an epic death scene about halfway through, maybe 3/4.
Yeah.
She takes a meat hook to the back of the head, and it's pretty wild.
It
doesn't kill her instantly either, so it's
which is a little weird, but we're not gonna go over that. But you know what we are gonna go over? Chris Lewis I'm sorry.
Ty Lewis Perry, I think is how it's said.
Whatever. Ty Lewis Perry. Guys, he played the great Samson. All right. Like, he's like 8 feet tall?
Captain Long Dong Silver himself. We looked it up.
Oh yeah, we saw a whole lot.
I think it was 7'1".
Yeah. He's tall.
I thought you were gonna say some other
7. That's not very impressive. Like, it'd have to be like twice that.
Yeah, exactly. You have to like, this is why those are two sizes, right?
28 inches later.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, these British movies, you never really know. Moving on to more serious actors that like totally took me by surprise when I was watching this was we have Ralph Fiennes. Is that how you say his name? And he played the Dr. Kelson in this, aka Old Nick, aka Satan for this. Knocked it out of the park. Loved him in this. It was just he just sold it, being through the whole thing. Yeah, I was there with him. He's a great actor.
All right, guys. So let's go into this movie. Let's dive into this movie exactly, going like at least start to finish, and just a little sense of just a little overview of some of our favorite lines. So starting us off, yo, when Spike and that Jimmy dude, bro, they was fighting. Let me just say, Lord God in heaven, please help me, please, Jimmy, help me. Why Jimmy's like, why you want me to help you? No.
When he's like, why are you calling on God? Like,
yeah, why you calling on Top G, bro? And Jimmy's just like so satanic and is
evil.
I don't know, man. I don't deal with them satanics. I don't know, but like it definitely showed me a nice I guess overview or interview of what these people are like. But yeah, Jessica, what else did stuck out to you from this movie? At least early on.
Oh, early on in it, I was really taken aback from the opening scene, and I was warned by Taylor that is the shock factor of it, and it really kind of gets you. So I didn't know exactly what I was in for. I hadn't seen the other movies, but it was pretty gory there at first. But if you hang in there, if you're like me and you're sometimes I can handle a good slasher movie, but there's some kind of stuff there. If you can hang in there, it's so worth it. It is worth it for the rest of the storyline. So,
on the gore, I've watched a lot of content and a lot of reviews on YouTube talking about this, and everyone calls out that one particular scene with the skinning as being like over the top, and it didn't move the needle that much for me. I'm not saying
it was eating the brains. But it wasn't the first thing eating the brains. That's actually what really got me.
Nothing in this turned my stomach.
Decapitation. That
I think when they were skinning those people, you didn't see a lot. I'm not gonna lie, like they could have shown a lot more, but like they really like went around and like they filmed it in such a way that like it's happening, but like you don't really see a lot of the gore and horror.
I'm okay with what we got. I'm not saying it wasn't enough, but to me it wasn't like something you'd say, oh my God, that was too much, it was over the top.
Yeah. All right, Taylor. Jessica, you wanted to say something?
Oh, I was just gonna say that it did a good job of giving me a good slasher movie instead of just a zombie movie of eating brains. So I was appreciating that. So
oh yes.
It was not the regular zombie movie, if that's what you're thinking watching this.
Taylor, what things stood out to you early in the movie?
Okay. So we're not hitting my notes just yet.
No.
The first thing I'll say just regarding the opening of the movie, this series has traditionally had really knock it out of the park opening scenes. And this didn't have that. The opening of the original is iconic. The opening of the Weeks, that first 7 minutes, that's like the best horror movie opening ever. And then the first scene of Years was also really good with the kids and the Teletubbies and fleeing the house when everyone else is turning, and then he watches his dad turn. That was all just so well done, so perfect. And this it was fine. It just didn't really stand out for me. If I was going to stack rank the four just based on the opening scene, this is at the bottom.
Yeah. No, I 100% would agree with you. Are there any things that like stood out to either of you like during the middle or just like the meat of the movie?
I was terrified when he started trusting Samson. I was like, oh, he's gonna kill him. Oh, he's gonna kill him. And there was so many opportunities where he could have taken the doctor out and he didn't. So that kept me on the edge of my seat, trying to figure out if he was
that was, if you were following this when it was coming out, that was kind of overshared, I think, because like the scene of him putting his hand on Samson's shoulder, that was in the trailers. We had that back in like October of last year.
So it kind of spoiled it.
That was definitely dangled in front of us. We kind of knew that was coming. So the suspense might have been there more if that hadn't been shown to us 4 months earlier.
Do you think like some of the conversations with Samson and the doctor, do you think Samson actually heard what the doctor was saying, or do you think like he was in such a crazed or a delusional, lucid, vivid state that like he sort of understood but couldn't really?
I think he'd been Pavlov's response enough by getting the high of morphine anytime he got close to the doctor that he was not in full Sub-Zero mode, rip his head off. So I don't know that he heard him and understood the words so much as was just like, okay, if I interact with this guy, he will get me high.
Yeah, no, and I don't want to say this is a form or a sense to like junkies, but like, I mean, you can't. What's the saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you
can't make him drink.
Yeah, like they're I guess in an opposite sense, he's just like giving him all of these drugs for Samson not to, rip his head off. I guess the doctor is more trying to figure out the way to reverse this infection, but like he also knows that he himself is dying, Okay, Taylor, let's get into some of your notes.
Okay, so this is going to be a kind of all over the place, and this might be a bit more of a stream of consciousness than coherent, but here we go.
All good. Let's
go. So we're going to just kind of skip to the end. Some of this is going to be spoiler stuff. So you've had your chance. We're talking about everything.
Yes.
So I want the Part 3 movie, the opening shot, Danny Boyle, Alex Garland, and Cillian Murphy. I know you're watching, so take notes. Get your pens and papers out. I want this in the third movie. I want it to open with Sir Jimmy Crystal infected, still upside down on that cross. And because Samson finished him off, I want to see Jimmy become an alpha, and he's going to be one of the villains in the third movie. So that's the first thing. So thank you, Danny.
That doesn't make any sense, but okay, sure.
No, it makes perfect sense. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, whatever.
Dude,
Jimmy Crystal's like 5'5", bro. Like he cannot be an alpha, bro.
They'll put
Samson
they'll figure something out. They'll AI.
Samson is like 8 foot, bro. We're chilling. Come on, son.
I know.
Right, continue.
It's an attitude, not a height. Come on now.
Continue.
Okay. So this was not directed by Danny Boyle. It was done by Nia DaCosta, who I believe did the Candyman remake, and she might have done something else. Oh, she did. The Marvel chick flick movie or whatever. But I'm not current on Marvel. I've really only watched like the main ones.
Nobody watched that Marvel's movie.
I miss the signature jerky and spliced in footage of the infected, like the close-ups that we got in years. I miss that not being here. It didn't feel like a 28 movie without that. I still really liked the movie, but just shooting it more normal, just it didn't hit for me.
There were a couple scenes of when that, I guess, hunter guy, who gets his head ripped off by Samson, when he's getting chased, they do have that scene of, close-ups for the infected. And like, I'm not gonna lie, bro, I wish that they had more of those scenes. Like, they're running, whoa, and then like there's a close-up, and then like, come on, guys, like I wanted to see the Jimmy's.
I'm talking about when they actually have it, like you're watching somebody running, and then it's got just the little 2-3 frames, kind of like the Brad Pitt in Fight Club, where it's just spliced in just for a second, and it keeps like flickering in and out. That's what I want. That's what makes it feel like a 28 movie.
Okay. All right. What else?
Okay. So the opening scene, I touched on that already. Okay. In the Part 3, we don't really know what's happening. It kind of ends with Jimmy Inc. and Spike, getting possibly rescued. I mean, likely rescued by Cillian Murphy and his,
Doubtful.
I guess, daughter.
Yes.
But you know, we have all these loose ends from the first movie in the trilogy that I expect we're going to see a little bit more movement on. It seems like the second movie pretty well tied itself up in a nice little bow, but so I expect we're going to see the island back and the infected baby and Aaron Taylor Johnson's character back. I think his character was Jamie in the movie.
Yeah, I really hope they bring him back because they really hyped him up for that 28 years later movie, and he was a dud, bro. He was in it for like 5 minutes. I'm just like, bro,
Not
what?
He's in the first hour.
Whatever.
But so the only thing that was really left as a loose end here is the pregnant lady. So, you know, where does she get off to? What community is she going to end up with? And, you know, is it going to be that she knows the Jimmy gang and, you know, she gets in the way of Spike and Jimmy Inc. being rescued by Cillian Murphy? Or, you know, what are we going to see? There's a lot of ways that could go. So I'm really interested to see how that plays out. And I guess the last thing I'm going to touch on is I still want to see more of how these guys evolve into different strains. Like if the alpha infects you instead of ripping your head off, which we never see, you know, do you become an alpha? Is that why we don't see him turn anybody? But maybe he will turn Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal. I think that would be interesting.
I think he should just eat him right there. Like,
be the end of the Jimmies.
But don't waste such a good villain.
Don't waste such a good villain. Like, as
I agree. I think that would be interesting to see Jimmy turn into an alpha.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I definitely do see where you're coming from. Like with Jimmy being one of the alphas. Like if he were to actually, you know, rise up and get like his so-called hand and fist and army of Jimmys, you know, as you know, infected, you know, he could still, you know, sort of take over the world. I guess I don't know, still have his same ideology. But like you could actually like go like have some of the movie actually take place through Jimmy's alpha mind point of view. You feel me?
Great.
Like that would actually be really, really cool. Just throwing that out there. I don't know.
Let me pull this one up real quick. So this is what, like, just imagine the performance he's going to give. The picture at the top right corner. Imagine that as alpha infected.
Yeah,
be amazing.
Oh, that'd be cool. No, that would be cool because like he played a really great villain in Sinners, and like I just with given more money, because Sinners was, I don't want to say a low budget film, but like it was not a high budget film, and like with more money, I think this dude could really go off on at least CGI or like prosthetics and actually look really good for the alpha. But how about we move into some of these questions, guys? How did the film handle the balance between the infected threat versus the human monsters? You feel me? Like, did it make the people feel scarier than the rage virus itself, or the opposite?
Oh,
this is a question for either of you.
Oh, I was gonna let her go first, but yeah, I have something. I don't have much to add, but
yeah, it's kind of the I think it goes down to the question of it's like the devil you know or the one you don't know. Which one is more like predictable of a creature? Because you know the zombies, they're out for one thing and they're going to come and get you and they're eat your brains and you know how to take them down. You can just slice them open. But a fully thinking person coming at you, now that could go 100 different ways because they have more than one objective. It's more than eat your brains, resources, torture, just because they're sick in the head, whatever, ideology.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So the humans being worse than the monsters. It's kind of getting a little tropey at this point, and they did it well here. So I'm not complaining, but it's already been done in this universe. So wouldn't mind seeing something different in the next movie. You know, this is a middle of the trilogy, so you know it doesn't need to be earth shattering. You know, we can do that in the third part. But yeah, think up something new, guys. We've seen this already a million times in The Walking Dead. We've seen this in this series already. Let's get something besides the zombies and besides the humans.
I think the zombies becoming a slight more level of sentience where they start forming like satanic bands, like that would be a way that you could take it. Like the way that Unusual Mind works.
Or get one of the animals infected. That would be crazy.
That would.
That would be absolutely insane.
Well, it works on primates,
special
but it doesn't work on mammals. We already saw that in the first one.
Okay.
Okay.
Terrifying.
Valid point. All right. So we got Ralph Fiennes as Dr. Ian Kelson. Seems to be a standout. Guys, honestly, he truly does, because he has that orange skin looked at as old Nick. You know,
I mean, something was standing out. I didn't really need to see that.
Yeah, no, honestly, bro, I didn't need to see all that, bro.
Movie.
So, but like, did his performance usually like hit you emotionally? Like, what do you think he brought to the role that made it so memorable?
Did you want to go first, Taylor?
Oh, I'm pretty much good on this one.
I loved how he was just multi-dimensional with like, I can play this soft character, and it's like I felt it each time he was playing each one. And the most unexpected but really sent his performance over the top for me was the scene where he played this complete rock god, and he like made a whole rock and roll scene. And
yeah,
that scene was so much fun, and I don't normally like goofy stuff in my horror movies, but it just clicked here. And one of the little attentions to detail I caught on the second watch, like the Jimmies were all dancing like children because, you know, they never really grew up. And, you know, the whole gang is probably, you know, adolescent, not even adults yet. But like even Jimmy, he's dancing like a little kid. I thought that was just a really nice little detail.
Yeah. And then we were going back and forth if perhaps they gave us some kind of hallucinogen, because he came up and blew that in their faces. So.
Oh, yes.
I think it was just pocket sand.
It might have been, it might not have been, but it definitely was really, really interesting to see. Because like before watching this, Taylor said, "Oh, there's a dance scene at the end," and I'm like, "There's a dance scene in a horror movie? This doesn't make any sense." And I watched it, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, this is really cool. No, I like this." And it was what was the music that was playing? Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden's Sign of the Beast.
Yeah, I mean, like that was so great. I mean, Ralph Fiennes did such a great job acting, and like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think he did that dance himself. Like, I don't think he had anybody else do that dance but him. Like maybe when like he had the fire, John. I bet you that was somebody else. I bet you money that was somebody else
on there, so that could have been anybody.
Yeah, bro. He had a flame suit on, like 100% could have been anybody else. But like the part where he's dancing, he's like, "Hoo, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, dude, that's totally Ralph Fiennes, bro. Yeah. Doing all that stuff, dude. Shout out to him, bro. He's it, bro.
He sold it for me, yeah.
Totally. Okay, so the film weaves in a lot of like pop culture references, like from Duran Duran to Teletubbies to Iron Maiden, like we just spoke about. What do you think those moments were trying to say about our culture, you know, empathy or holding on to humanity in the apocalypse?
Well, I feel like it just shows, well, it was a time capsule, essentially. Time stopped as far as pop culture went when the virus took over. So that's all they had. And they are still human. So they do still want some kind of entertainment, something to do. So it makes sense that, you know, I like that they included that, because it just shows another part of like, they are still humans, still trying to, you know, I don't know. It gave a bit of realism to it in a sense.
Yeah. And making Dr. Kelson into all this, you know, 80s music clearly was a setup for the Iron Maiden thing at the end.
Oh, for sure.
So, it just
Oh,
it just
yeah.
worked out great. It slapped.
I would say that like having a stereo system in that small of space, I feel like it would be like way too like loud, honestly. But that's just what I'm thinking. You feel me?
I mean, I had that thought too, but you can just kind of plot armor that away by saying, "Oh, Samson would have showed up and stopped."
Yeah.
Okay, so without spoiling too much, guys, how do you feel about the film's take on redemption, on curing / understanding being infected? Optimistic, bleak, or something in between?
I'm okay with them toying with the idea of curing the rage virus, but I don't really care for the approach they went with here. Some questions I've got is, so if Samson was treated with psych meds, what happens in 48 hours when they were off? Is he just back to normal?
That's a excuse me. That's a really really good question. No, that truly is a good point, Taylor.
Like, and I don't really care for the way the other infected saw him go back to normal once he had taken the meds. Like, I don't think pills you take when you still have the virus are going to influence what the other infected see. And I had a thought that I just came up with in our pre-production meeting for this episode that I think one little scene they could have made that would have been really cool. So we get to see a normal person through an infected's eyes, and they look infected to the infected. Something I would have liked them to do is let us see a scene where, let's say, there's 4 infected chasing a rando guy through the woods, and he trips, he gets tagged, and then he turns, and we get to see that glorious, vomiting blood and everything. And then we see the pack that tagged him through his eyes, and they look normal. I think that would have been a really nice thing to do.
Yeah, and then seeing, like the 2 people that, got away as infected.
Yeah.
That would have been really really amazing to see. But how about we go into the Rotten Tomatoes of this movie? So, guys, this Rotten Tomatoes score, apparently it just came out, but people have been watching it. People have been, giving their scores. Guys, we got 93 and 88. I mean, guys, this is top tier. People are really really liking this movie. The viewers are liking it.
The critics are loving it too.
Oh yeah, the critics they're saying, you know what, this is a good movie.
Yeah.
They are saying, especially with these numbers, they are saying this is a good movie. But Jessica, what is your rating for this? 1 or 20? Thumbs up, thumbs down, and 0 out of 7.
Okay. I am giving this a thumbs up. I really liked it. And it's definitely a 20 for me.
Yep.
And I'm going to give it a 5 out of 7. I think it was
Taylor?
pretty good.
Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, 20, 5.5 out of 7.
5.5 out of 7. Okay. All right. Before I give you my thoughts, Taylor, did you wanna bring up the other 28 movies?
Yeah, real quick, we're just gonna take a quick peek at the IMDb score for the other 3 movies in the series, just to give you an idea. So, we got a 6.6 on the prequel to this, 7.5 on the original. I think the original is still the best of the series, and 6.8 on Weeks, and we're at 7.8. This is actually the highest rated on IMDb of the 4 movies.
Guys, so with all of those ratings already done, now it is time for my rating, guys. All right, I am going with a single thumbs up. Guys, I'm going with a big fat 20, and I am going with a 6.2 out of 7. Guys, we are back in the 6s for another round of movies, guys. This was a great movie. Highly recommended. But you know what? before we move into our next segment, Taylor, isn't there like something about your skin that just like shines so much? Like
Oh,
what is it about your skin that shines so well?
it's because I'm using our sponsor this week.
What's going on, folks? AK with Roma Nation here. This week is powered by Salty Roots Tallow, a brand that brings skincare back to the basics of nature and nourishment. At Salty Roots, their mission is to craft a premium American-made skincare products harnessing the nourishing power of grass-fed tallow and natural minerals for clean, holistic health. Now, they are committed to sourcing the finest, sustainably produced ingredients from U.S. farms and blending them with nature's mineral-rich treasures to create pure, effective skincare that promotes radiant skin and overall well-being. And trust me, you can feel that mission with every product. Their Dead Sea bath salts combine pure Dead Sea and Sierra sea salts with essential oils and herbs for a spa-grade mineral soak that melts away stress. They also have an activated charcoal bath soak that purifies, recharges, and cleans out impurities and leaves your skin silky smooth. In fact, I even have a mustache and beard oil made with eucalyptus mint to moisturize even my horrible dry skin, to the point where I don't feel any urge to scratch and irritate myself more than I need to. So if you're ready to treat your skin the way that nature intended, visit saltyrootstallow.com and use the promo code ROMA to get 10% off individual items to help the small businesses of Middle America thrive in this crazy economy. That's saltyrootstallow.com. Get back to your roots naturally.
Thank you, AK. That is our Diversity Hire CEO.
Diversity Hire CEO.
That's what his tag said
Lord
on the
have
last
mercy.
episode. No, I didn't come up with that. That's him. That's me. Don't put that even on me, Ricky Bobby. I'll bite you.
Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake.
I'll bite you.
Just bite my nose. It's fine. It's fine. All right, guys. We are now moving into sound check.
Oh, yeah.
Jessica, take it away.
Let's roll that bump.
All right, today, guys. Today, guys. Today we are going over Her Majesty Queen. All right, Jessica, please take us away and tell us about these great band, please.
Yes, definitely. So I'm so excited we're covering Queen today. A very important to me. I loved them the whole time growing up. And as you see right here, we have the seal for the band. This was actually created by the Queen's lead singer, Freddie Mercury. He wanted to put all the astrological signs of the 4 members into this logo. Looks pretty cool. What do you guys think?
So it looks amazing, but like, talk to me about these 4 astrological signs.
So there is the 2 lions to represent Leo, which for 2 of them, and then we have the crab representing Cancer for Brian May, and then Virgo is for the 2 fairies, which is Freddie Mercury. So it's all in there somehow. But the band also, I want to talk about the 4 members of them because they were all really cool, unique guys. There was Freddie Mercury. You guys may know the front man there. Brian May, he was on lead guitar, but he also did a lot of vocals on that too. My mom has this theory, y'all. It's like, she's like, all British people can sing. And I was like, I don't know if that's true, but it does seem to be that all the British bands mostly do their own backups, the different things, the different singers. But Roger Taylor was on drums and John Deacon was on bass guitar. And did you guys know this band was known as the smartest rock band, the most educated rock band ever? Did you guys know that?
Really? Do tell. Why? Is it because they were all college educated?
Brian May, the lead guitarist, had a degree in astrophysics.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Freddie Mercury had a degree in art and graphic design. Roger Taylor studied dentistry, and John Deacon had a degree in electronics.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was kind of crazy.
And guys, this is the band that created the 7-8 minute song or 6 minute song. That's the song we're going to be talking about later, right?
Yes, actually, let's
Like,
get into some of
let's
the
get into this music. Let's
songs.
get into some of this music. Jessica, talk to me about some of this music.
Got it. Okay. So first song I have up here is Somebody to Love, written in 1976. And this song was written by Freddie Mercury. And it is about desperation and loneliness. And Freddie did this thing where he didn't really give a lot of details about what his songs were about. He liked to leave it open for interpretation on how people received it. And it was
Continue. Sorry.
I just want to say it's very meta in the song structure and in the lyrics, because he talks about not being able to get his footing. He's in love with somebody and he can't figure out, and everything's so crazy and he can't get on rhythm. And if you ever see, I remember watching years ago, somebody tried to redo this song for American Idol. And you've sang some too. You cannot get on rhythm for this song.
No.
Like, it is very like, feel
very
like
difficult.
Yes, extremely. So I thought that was really cool with the song.
And I just want to say the starting verse to this song.
Go for it.
Each morning I get up, I die a little. Can barely stand on my feet. Guys,
take a look at yourself.
Go ahead, continue.
I thought you were pausing in the mirror and cry.
Lord, what are you doing to me? I've spent all my years believing you, but I just can't get no relief, Lord. Okay, guys, I just want to say, like, I think Freddie, wrote all this stuff, right? But like he was like Michael Jackson. He had all these instruments in his head, and he's like, you need to sound like this. You need to sound like this. You need to sound like this. And like this guy was so talented. This man was so talented. Like he had his front teeth. I don't know, whatever. He looked like some chipmunk or whatever. I don't know. But like without him to sing better, I mean, shout out to Freddie Mercury.
I just want to throw this in real quick. So Freddie Mercury actually was able to create some of the sounds, and his unique voice was due to his physiology. Not only was it the buck teeth, but they studied the vocals of a singer that was very close to his and discovered he had just like extra vocal folds. It was incredible. That's why, like, he was literally shaped different physiologically to be able to, be sweet, do all that kind of stuff. He was just very much a unique person. Yeah. Thanks for bringing up the teeth.
This song is definitely one of the better songs, one of the greater songs. I mean, like, you put this on anywhere. I mean, you put any Queen song on anywhere, and everybody's gonna just sing along to it, just because, like, they're so iconic.
Yeah.
Speaking about iconic, I think this next song that we're gonna be going over is one of the most iconic Queen songs ever in history. In like, you think of Queen, you think of this song, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go over it. What song are we talking about? Because I think this is the Queen. This is the song. So talk to me.
This is the song we're going over. It's Bohemian Rhapsody, their most famous, biggest song. Again, Freddie Mercury wrote this, but he was so vague on what it meant. He just said it was about relationships and wouldn't give any other words, because he wanted the audience, again, to kind of, open for interpretation. That being said, this epic of a song did indeed take on a life of its own and became really popular in the movie Wayne's World. And also, well, and just a little fact about that, it took longer for Wayne's World to film the scene of Bohemian Rhapsody than it did to film the actual music video. So
why?
Just the angles and all the different people and everything. It just happens with making movies. It's just, they were trying to do it justice. But what you see on screen right now with Freddie Mercury. This is when he performed this song in 1985 at the Live Aid. Yes,
my father was there.
Aid.
My father was
Really?
there. Yeah, dead ass.
That is amazing. I saw it probably 100 times. My stepdad had the whole Live Aid concert on DVD, and we watched it plenty of times. And this set he did is often touted as there is a frequently voted the greatest live performance in the history of rock music. So,
oh yeah, okay. So like,
yeah.
I really want to talk about this song because like it's a 6-minute song, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like it's so diverse, right? And like it's talking about, okay, so guys, it got an intro, right? Got a ballad section, right? Then it got a Brian May's guitar solo section, right? Then it got an operatic, like opera area, right? Then it got a hard rock, bro, and then it got coda. Oh my gosh, bro. Like it's absolutely insane like how diverse this song is, and just like how insane it shows off the skills of this band. Like genuinely, this is a song that I think will transcend history just because of how diverse it is.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I love it. I love to sing this song too because it's all over the place.
So much. I love it. I love it so much. I sing. I have this song on my playlist, and it plays at least once a day. But how about we go on to our next song, Jessica? What exactly is our next song?
This song is "Who Wants to Live Forever," and this is one of the latest or the newest one of theirs. They had it was written in 1986 by the lead guitarist Brian May, and he wrote it for the film Highlander, but he said he drew on the inspiration from this from his father's passing, and he also had went through a divorce, so it was takes on this somber tone like that. And as you can see in the video, this was after Freddie diagnosis that it would eventually take his life of AIDS, and his appearance in this, if you want to go further on in that, yeah, people were like, wow, he is, looks totally different. And, it was really emotional. I remember the first time seeing this video, and yeah, it's just such a touching song of, yeah, a different side of them. They can rock it out in stadiums. Absolutely. They can make all kinds of bangers, but then you can just appreciate the opera voice of Freddie Mercury as well.
Yeah, no, I've listened to a lot of the Queen, and for some reason, this song has, not come across my repertoire, and like I just want to say that like it's a really, really good song, and I definitely highly recommend it. But how about we move on to our very, very last song, guys? I think this would be the number 2 song of this band. Like if you think Queen, you think of Bohemian Rhapsody, and then you think of this one. Jessica, talk to me about this song.
Yes, I'm glad you're liking my choices so far, and also want to say that was one of the later songs I heard of theirs too. Please go back and check out the video for that one. But this last one is called Killer Queen, written in 1974, and it's one of their more upbeat kind of songs. I love that about Queen. Sometimes it's like they do go into this little poppy kind of genre, and this one as well was not. It has the piano in it, but he actually specifically recorded this with an upright. I think T-Bone's listening to it now. He recorded this
I'm literally just like singing it because like I love this song so much.
Go ahead. Keep some away, hush in a pretty cabinet. It's so upbeat. He used an upright piano for this because he wanted to sound like vaudeville. Like, do you know what vaudeville is? Where it's like,
no idea.
It's think of like kind of carnival music, like fair music kind of thing like that, where it's upbeat and you know that you're going to be dancing to it. And the lyrics themselves, as catchy as they are, talk about a high-class call girl and about the ritzy life that she's so used to. You got some of them lyrics?
Caviar and cigarettes. Well-versed in etiquette. extraordinarily nice. She's a killer. Queen. Gunpowder and gelatin. Dynamite with a laser beam. Guaranteed to blow your mind.
Anytime. Insane. I love
All
it.
right,
If
all
this song paints
a
a
great song.
whole picture, I just want to say, when I think of the song, it paints this whole picture of like this Marie Antoinette kind of scene. So
Oh
I
yes.
love that.
No,
I
it
love
truly,
that.
it truly does. It truly does. I definitely am a fan of Queen, and guys, you should definitely listen to all of these songs. But let's move into our last and final segment. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up and get ready. We are diving head first into the reactor segment. This is the spot where Taylor is going to service some absolutely wild videos and tear them apart with maximum effort, zero chill, and 100% ridiculousness. Let's crank that energy up to 11. And what was that?
Do I get to do it today? You guys are gonna have to trust that I'm doing the hand motion.
We'll do
Taylor,
that. We'll do the hand.
We got you.
All right,
We'll do the
Taylor,
hand
roll that
motions.
bump.
All right, I have no idea what we're going to be watching, but I'm really excited
Ready.
into this very first video. Apparently, we're going to be going over getting rid of trash has never been so easy. I guess
Yes.
Getting rid of the
broken TV has never been so
satisfying. You put it in a box. Wait till someone steals it.
These people are smart, bro. We have so many porch pirates, and you know what? This is exactly why I don't get stuff delivered to my house anymore. I get it delivered to other people's houses.
That's
out,
wild.
The Amazon locker is also quite handy, guys.
No, you
Wow.
stupid. That's terrible. All right. I want stuff at my house or at a house I know is safe,
All right, so
That's
we're
funny.
staying on theme of TV today. Got one more for y'all because our 28 years later Bone Temple chat ran a little long, but we got some bangers for you next week, I promise.
These kids are evil geniuses. I swear. They're geniuses.
So first off, we got what looks like a smashed TV screen, right? Right.
Uh-huh. I guess.
Mom, my sister broke the TV. I love the way she just throws that kid.
Nice. Nice.
They love it. They love it. Look at them. They love it.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. That is hilarious, though.
What
No,
came first,
oh
the bad
gosh,
kids
I
or the
wish-
throw?
I wish I would have done some crazy stuff like that when I was a kid, because that
Oh,
was
God.
absolutely insanity. That was insanity. All right, Jessica, what did you think of the 3 segments we went over today, from 28 years later, Bone Temple, to Queen, to these lovely reaction videos? What was your favorite and why?
Probably Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Taylor, what about you? What was your favorite and why?
Oh, it was great to get a chance to talk about 28 years later Bone Temple.
Hey, yo, that's
Thank
what
you
I
for
thought.
throwing
I
me
thought
a
you were gonna say.
T-bone and humoring me with this episode.
Hey, yo, yeah,
Pick
no,
next week.
this is guys. I'm really excited for next week, because next week we got a we got a friend of mine coming on, new friend of mine from Australia. Yeah, we got an Aussie coming on. I'm super duper excited for that. Truly excited for that. But guys, my favorite segment was Queen. I mean, guys, I grew up on the Beatles. I grew up on Queen. I grew up on the Stones. I grew up on the Grateful Dead. I grew up on the Police. I grew up on the Who. I grew up on, yes, U2, the band. I grew up on all of these great bands of the olden days, right?
Yeah.
So
So that
my
was your
favorite
favorite.
my favorite
so
segment
glad.
was the music segment because I love all these musics. All right, guys, it is time to shill some of our friends, guys. Shout out to the Boonies HQ, guys. Shout out to Brando. Shout out to Cody Mack. Shout out to Andy. Bro, guys, shout out to Tim Pool for these boards, guys. Go get your Timcast Boonies HQ board. Guys, I got all my skateboards signed by Tim Pool himself. And like when I tell you, go back, learn how to skateboard. It's amazing, guys. I got my scooter in the back. I'm learning how to scooter as well. Guys, it is absolutely phenomenal. Go to Boonies HQ, follow them, and get some of their boards. I mean, it's amazing. Get a skateboard, learn how to skate. Also,
Hi, Andy.
like
Hi, Brandon.
shout out Andy and Brando. But definitely want to shout out another friend of ours, Sanoski. He is on X at the real Chris Noski and Rumble at the Quiet Part Pod, guys. He does some great stuff over there. So don't forget to watch some of his content, guys. Jessica, please remind everybody where they can find you on the interwebs.
You can find me over on X at Jessica Clarity. Sometimes I'm on Sanoski's show too. I was just on there the other day. And I also have a YouTube channel too, Little Red Librarian Hood. You can find me on either of those platforms. I would really love it if you came over there and subscribed to my silliness.
Thank you so much. Taylor,
Jessica,
where can the
you
people
have a Rumble
find you?
channel. Jessica, you have a Rumble channel too, right?
Oh,
I
snap, that's
do
right.
have a
Yeah, Jessica, you have a Rumble channel. Go talk about your Rumble channel.
On my Rumble channel, I do a little bit of everything. The main one over there is Amphibian Goddess. And yeah, I stream on there occasionally as well.
Hey, yo. Taylor, where
And
can the peoples find you?
you can find me on Twitter at TaylorRensEX.
And T-Bone, where can people find you?
Guys, I am T_Bone322 on the interwebs. Yes, I am the host of The Drive-In, guys. That is on the Roma Nation Network. Guys, let's wrap this thing up. Patriots, go follow Roma Nation right now, guys. That is riseofmiddleamerica.com. On Rumble, X, YouTube. We are dropping red hot independent podcasts every week, ripping apart the biggest headlines with unfiltered independents, libertarians, and constitutionalists. No corporate spin, just straight fire and truth. Thanks for running shotgun. Now like, comment, subscribe, and share with everybody. Now let's wake this country up.
Taylor, roll that bump and let's roll out.